How's it going? It seems I've stirred some controversy, from my last tier list video. I want to redo the tier list, and you'll see I've already inputted everything here. Nope, that's not true. All right, hang on, bear with me here.
Time later.
All right, so this is going to be part two to my original tier list video. Now, I want to mention I made that tier list video completely for fun, and I actually stirred the pot a little bit. I started a little joke amongst my friends, that watched the video. And so I'm going to make a second part, okay? And I think we're going to start this off strong, and I'm going to apologize to Chick-fil-A. I put Chick-fil-A way too low, okay? Every time I get Chick-fil-A, I have a good experience. I really like Chick-fil-A, and I never mentioned how good their service is. That's one of their biggest, that's like where they shine. Like, their customer service is top tier. So for all the reasons I just mentioned, they are going to go to S tier because I think they deserve S tier. I don't know why I complained about the sauce issue. That's never even been something that I personally complain about. My dad complains about that, but this is my tier list, not my dad's. So we're going to fix that immediately. Um, my friends all hated on me for putting KFC at D tier. But we have two lower tiers now. And I think I'm going to actually raise it to C tier. Now, let me explain. I don't like their fried chicken. I don't, and I already mentioned why. I don't like fried chicken. I don't like drumsticks, on the bone. However, they do have chicken sandwiches, which I didn't even think about, and they're okay. All right, they're not very good, and I will stand by that. KFC is not a good fast food restaurant. There's a lot more that could happen, but in the grand scheme of things, it could be worse. Now, I put at NA, all of these are ones I've just never eaten at. Yes, it's surprising I've never eaten at like Buffalo Wild Wings. A lot of these we don't actually have where I live. Like, I don't think we have any Hardee's here. I know we have El Pollo Loco. I've just never eaten there. Long John Silver's, I don't think we have. I've never heard of Elevation Burger. So these are all the ones we either don't have in the state that I live, or I've just never eaten there. Like, I mean, a lot of these, I've never eaten at any of these. Oh my gosh.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Anyways, you get the point. So we're gonna go through the list. Burger King is F tier automatically. Horrible tier. Again, if I could add 50 tiers lower, that's where Burger King would be. Burger King is horrible, and I stand by that. It's just not good. Yesterday, actually, we were driving past a Burger King, and my dad's like, "Oh my gosh, there's another one that closed down." And I'm like, "Yeah, holy crap." And then we realized it wasn't even closed down. They just haven't mowed the lawn in front of the Burger King. And I'm like, "Well, sounds like Burger King." So anyways, I thought that was pretty funny. Oh, I've never eaten here, I don't think. Or no, this is the Auntie Anne pretzel place. I think they had one of these in the mall. I'm just going to say I've never eaten there. I can't remember if I have or not. I think they had one in the mall near me, well, nearest to me, but yeah, I don't. Yeah, I don't remember eating there. Chuck E. Cheese is an interesting one because I don't remember the food. Obviously, last time I went, I was like a little kid, so that's a tough one to decide. I'm just gonna put it at C tier. I don't think you go for the food. Like, you're not gonna go to Chuck E. Cheese to eat the food. That's not why you're at Chuck E. Cheese, right? So that's going to go at C tier just because it's like, I know it's not going to be great food anyways. So I'm going to put them right there. Then we do have Dunkin' Donuts and Krispy Kreme. We've got like Cinnabon, Cold Stone. We have a lot of dessert places, which I love. So Cold Stone is S tier. So let me explain. Okay. I think Cold Stone is amazing. They have a lot of options. They all have so many calories, and it's all so good. Like, you can't go wrong at Cold Stone. Plus, it's fully like customizable, and they have all the toppings. I remember going there as a kid. You walk into a Cold Stone, and it hits you with this like wave of just good smells. It's always super nice. I would eat this even in the winter, and where I live, it gets cold here. So Cold Stone is an immediate S tier, fully deserved. It is really expensive, but it's worth it in my opinion, okay? In-N-Out's going up to S tier again. And you'll notice there are a lot of repeats that I'm just redoing. That's intentional so that I can replace them if I think, okay, Chick-fil-A deserves S tier instead of like wherever I put it last time. That's perfect. Starbucks is decent, okay? I don't drink coffee. I don't really like coffee that much. I think it tastes great, but I don't like the way it makes me feel. It just makes me feel kind of crappy, so I don't really drink it. However, they have other good stuff, like their food is pretty good, stuff like that. I don't think they're worth the price. I'm not going to hold price fully against them just because I haven't done that with anybody. But I don't really think they're worth the hype. I don't. Like a bunch of people I know have worked there or do work at Starbucks, and even they're like, it's so they're going C tier. All right. I think they're good. They're not worth the hype, and they're not worth the price either. So that's a big thing. Sbarro, I like Sbarro quite a bit. So those are the dudes in the mall. The food court hits different. I don't know why. I guess it's just you're in this huge building, you're walking around, and then there just so happens to be food, which is cool. But like, sorry. I don't really understand why Sbarro is as good as it is, because it's really in the grand scheme of like pizza, it's not that good, but it hits pretty hard. I'm gonna give Sbarro a good B tier. Could be better. Like we could have a lot more room for improvement here, but I'm gonna put those guys at B tier. Okay, I think that's a fair placement. Cinnabon is really, really good. They have a lot to choose from. I think they serve ice cream too, which I've never had their ice cream, but I know they serve obviously cinnamon rolls, cinnamon flavored snacks and stuff. What I really like too is Cinnabon in Maverick gas stations. You just walk in and you're like, what the heck is this doing here? But they have like a full section. Those are cool. Okay. So I think Cinnabon is great. I think like all their stuff is kind of similar, but I think they're really good. I don't think they're quite S tier. Okay, they're great. I don't think they're quite S tier because they don't have something that's like that makes you, they don't really like. They're cinnamon rolls and they have like cinnamon flavored stuff, and like they've got a lot of sweet things, not just cinnamon. But there's nothing that I don't like think about Cinnabon and like I need to go and get that thing, right? With Cold Stone, I think about their birthday cake flavored ice cream all the time. Chick-fil-A, I think about the spicy chicken sandwich. In-N-Out, I think about the animal style fries, right? They have like a signature kind of thing that you think about. It's not necessarily like their signature dish, but it's like your favorite. With Cinnabon, it's like, yeah, it's good every time, but it's not quite S tier for me for those reasons. So I'll put them there. Shake Shack, S tier. They're great, okay? Great burgers. They have amazing shakes, which obviously they're called Shake Shack. I think they're amazing, okay? I've only been a handful of times, and I think they are amazing. I like Shake Shack quite a bit. I remember... my gosh. I remember getting like a mushroom burger. Has like a big portobello mushroom on it. I don't even like portobello mushrooms. Or it was a shiitake mushroom. Let me look it up. Was it? Yeah, it was this. It was a portobello mushroom with this huge freaking mushroom. So it was one of these guys, okay? I don't even like mushrooms. Like I really just don't like mushrooms that much, like those huge ones. I like little cut ones, but those were kind of gross. And I still liked the burger. That's how good it was. I don't even like, again, portobello mushroom, wasn't cut, and I still liked it. So that was pretty fire. Their shakes are amazing. Like I remember having a great time with the with the whole experience. So I'll put those guys there. Baskin Robbins is really good. They have a lot of good flavors for ice cream. But they can't match Cold Stone though. I'm sorry. To me, okay, Baskin Robbins is very good. I've never had like a bad experience there. It's not as special to me as Cold Stone. Like there's just, I don't know if it's the options or what it is, but to me, Cold Stone is just that much better. So I'm gonna put those guys at A tier instead. All right, next we've got Pizza Hut going back to, I'm gonna put those guys probably at, I'll put them at D tier. Like it's definitely edible, okay, but it's not like blowing my socks off. Again, I feel sick every time I eat it. It's just very greasy. It's not like great tasting pizza, so they're gonna go to D tier. This go around. Little Caesars, okay. I got a lot of comments and insights about my Little Caesars placement last time, okay? Again, their prices are good, their pizza's not. They are going to simply go at C tier, right alongside all these fellers. I will mention, I still eat Little Caesars on occasion. They hit different, again, after you have like a big event, if you help somebody move and they get you Little Caesars, whatever. But they're just, I won't seek them out personally. So they're going to C tier, and I stand by that. Who's next? We'll do Arby's next. I think Arby's is decent. I don't remember where I put them last time, which I guess is good because this will be very accurate, I suppose. I think I'll put these guys at B tier. They're decent. Again, they have decent menu items. I probably mentioned a lot of this stuff last time. Their gyro is very good. They have red ranch and a lot of original sauces that are very good. The quality of meat is all right. It's not great every time. I remember editing the last fast food tier list, and I remember saying like their meat is high quality. It's really not. So I don't know what I was high on when I said that, but I think Arby's is B tier, not A tier. I was about to say A tier. Anyways, I think they're B tier, so I'm gonna put them there. Let's do California Pizza Kitchen. So the nearest one to me was 65 miles away, which sounds like a long drive, and it is. It's like an hour drive, but I drive an hour to where this is all the time. And they closed down, and then it's now Buffalo Wild Wings, which is cool because I've heard very good things about Buffalo Wild Wings. Still haven't been, but the issue is I really liked California Pizza Kitchen. I think they were great. I only went once. It was for my birthday years ago, but I remember liking it a lot. And I did order their like frozen aisle pizzas, which aren't the same as the real restaurant, and I'm not comparing, or I'm not including that into my ranking. But I think because of how good it was when the first time I went, I'm going to give them A tier. I don't think it's quite as... I'm torn. I know that as soon as I put some of these places in their respective slots, I know I'm gonna get cooked. I'm gonna get cooked in the comments again. It's just gonna happen. I'm putting these guys at S tier. All right, they're okay, and I'm gonna do what I said I wasn't gonna do. I'm gonna include the frozen pizzas into it because it's still made by California Pizza Kitchen, so therefore it should sort of count. It's not the same as going to the location, and I get that, but they're really good, so I'm gonna throw them in at S tier. I just think they're great. They're great pizzas, like, simply put. So I'm gonna do that. Next, I don't remember where I put Subway. I think I'm gonna put Subway at A tier. Decent food, quality's decent. I used to work there. I'm not gonna talk too much about Subway. We'll just put them right there at A tier. Call it good. Carl's Jr., not great. I'm gonna put him at S. I'm gonna put him at C tier. Yeah, I'm gonna put him at C tier. So, I was thinking about the KFC biscuits. I like the KFC biscuits. I wanted to mention that. So I was thinking about moving them to D tier, and then I remembered the biscuits, and they have chicken sandwiches. I'm gonna leave them. I'm gonna leave them at C tier, just because of those reasons. DQ. Don't remember much about DQ. Their shakes are good, stuff like that. Burgers are mid. I can't remember a ton about them. They're not that special. C tier. Domino's, I put them at S tier last time. I'm going to switch those to A tier for a couple reasons, okay? Now, and I thought about this long and hard. I ate Domino's like right after I made the tier list as well. They're good pizzas, okay? They are great. They're also really pricey, which sucks. Like, they're not really, really pricey. They're on the higher end, you know? And for what you pay for, the quality I don't think is quite there. So for those reasons, it's going to be A tier. Just for that reason. Chipotle, I think, is good. Overrated, C tier. They're good. They're overrated. They're kind of pricey. I think I mentioned that last time. I'm going to say they're kind of pricey about everything because everything is kind of pricey, but not everything, but a lot of these places are. That's what I'm trying to say. I got grilled by my girlfriend for putting Taco Bell too low. So she used to work at Taco Bell back in the day, and she was the one who told me they were expensive, and she doesn't believe that she ever said that. They are kind of expensive, and I will stand by that. Again, the best value is when you get like your combo box or whatever. They invented Baja Blast, all that good stuff. They're going A tier this time. I don't remember where I put them last time. I think B tier. I think because of the Baja Blast, they have cinnamon twists. They also have the Cinnabon like collaboration, like those little bites, those little Cinnabon balls. Those are great. I'm talking strictly like drinks and snacks. Their actual food is great too. I mentioned like the Crunchwrap Supreme is super good. I don't know if I mentioned that last time. Anyways, for those reasons, it's gonna go A tier for me, just because I think it deserves to be A tier. McDonald's isn't great. I'm gonna put them at C just because I think they're all right. Nothing crazy. Who's up next? Krispy Kreme. They're good. They're donuts. There's nothing really all that special about a Krispy Kreme donut. My girlfriend also used to work at Krispy Kreme for a while. I got them fresh and for free all the time. They have cool flavors, but they're really just not as special as everyone thinks. I also like the Dunford brand donuts that are store-bought more than I like Krispy Kreme, and those are like cake donuts. It's a little bit different. But if you're like getting a classic whatever donut, they're good, they're overrated, and they're overpriced. So they're gonna have to go to B tier just for those reasons. I just don't think they are quite living up to the hype for me personally. I don't remember where I put Five Guys. I think they deserve A tier. They are expensive, but they are really, really good. I forgot to mention their Cajun fries. Oh my gosh, their Cajun fries are to die for. They're very expensive. Like, I remember, I think Moist Critical did a fast food fries list, and just the fries are like $10. But they're so good. So I'm gonna put them at A tier. Wendy's. It's Wendy's. Like, they're good. They have decent options. Their quality is all right. They have the fresh, never frozen kind of stuff, which is nice. They had the Rick and Morty ads. That's not actually going to go into my consideration. I'm going to put them at B tier. I do think their quality is reasonable. I think their actual, like, items are decent. I have the number memorized because we used to eat there so often. The number 6 classic, which is like their spicy chicken sandwich, or not classic. I don't know why I said classic, but the number 6, it's like the spicy chicken, was really good, super cool. Yeah, nothing crazy with Wendy's. They're probably a staple of my development as a person. All my nutrition has come from there when I was in like my ages like 11 to probably 13. A lot of my nutrition came from Wendy's. Then we've got Jimmy John's. I actually eat Jimmy John's quite often for work, just because they deliver to my work. They're local and they're really cheap for delivery fee. Like, they don't charge a ton for delivery. The actual price isn't amazing. They're not horrible. They have decent options for menu items. I don't like them as much as I like Subway. I definitely like Subway more, even though I worked there for a long time. So I'm going to put these guys at B tier. They're really nice and they're good. They're not quite above that for me. I put Papa John's at S tier last time. They are going right back to S tier. I think they are great. I don't know why I got grilled for that too. My friend brought up the fact that they don't taste good. You're wrong. Anyways, Popeyes. Again, I ate there once. They are still going to go above KFC. You can fight me. I think B tier for Popeyes. I don't remember my experience there much. I went there, I think, once or twice. Yeah, like, they're decent. You know, I don't think they're crazy. Del Taco. Let's talk about Del Taco for a second, okay? They have burgers and tacos. They're the taco place that sells burgers, which is interesting. Jack in the Box is owned by the same company as Del Taco. Weird. You don't believe me? Let's look it up. Del Taco is officially a part of the Jack in the Box Inc. family. San Diego-based Jack in the Box Inc. said Tuesday it has completed the previously announced deal to acquire Del Taco restaurants for about $585 million, a move that has brought like-minded quick service brands together to accelerate growth. And that was March 8th of 2022. So these guys are owned, well, Jack in the Box owns Del Taco. So that's just something I wanted to mention. They are completely different, which is interesting. It is the burger place that sells tacos and the taco place that sells burgers, but I actually think they are solid. Their tacos, they're good, they're decent. They got some good options, whatever. Their churros are pretty good, whatever, nothing crazy. The Double Del burger, I think, is pretty dang good. My old boss put me on the Double Del, and he was like, "This is better than any Big Mac," which I'd say I agree with to a certain degree. Like, the quality is a little bit better, I'd say. But it's nothing crazy. So I'm going to put these guys right at B tier. I think they are better than McDonald's overall. So, yeah, that's just where Del Taco is going to go. Jack in the Box, right alongside them. They're good. They have good options. They're nothing crazy. I don't think they're anything super special, but they are pretty good. Then you've got Dunkin' Donuts. I kind of avoided Dunkin' Donuts because I think I've only been there like once. I don't remember much about them. I'm going to just put them at a solid C tier. I remember them being decent. They don't have the most food. They're more donut, coffee sort of oriented company. So I'll put them there. Sonic, I think I put last time C or B tier. I don't remember. I like Sonic food. I've never liked the service, but that's not something I'll hold against all locations. I said that last time. I think I'm going to put Sonic at B tier this go around. Okay, that's pretty good. Pretty good. Okay, let's move on. Panda Express. I think I put Panda at S tier, which is a little crazy. It's a little crazy. I think I needed to hold this to a higher standard up here. Okay. This is my tier list. Okay. This is better than any tier list I've ever made, and this is how it stands. And if we're going to be accurate about it, okay, here we go. We'll just go ahead and I'm not going to add 26 total rows here, but you get the idea. So yeah, this is where I'm going to make the color represent... Can I... Oh, I can't make it like poop brown. I'll make it this salmon color. I like the salmon color. Actually, we'll make it black. Okay? We're going to make it black to represent the dark void it creates in my heart every time I have eaten at Burger King. Anyways, this is my fast food tier list. Okay? This is where it stands. I think this is pretty accurate. I think everything is pretty clear and concise. And if you want to get mad at me in the comments, go ahead. Get mad. I put KFC at C tier. You have to remember that. I did that. I didn't have to do that. They have pretty good biscuits though, so I guess I kind of had to do that. Anyways, I thought this was a pretty fun little video to make. I just wanted to go through and redo the tier list and then add a lot more options. I don't necessarily plan on revisiting this again, but I might do other tier lists in the future. If you want to see more tier lists, comment down below Big Chungus. And yeah. Have a good night.